This is, Alex, another example of a horrific Russian missile attack, this time on downtown Chernihiv in northern Ukraine, which is only about a 2-hour drive from the capital, Kyiv. Approximately 16 people were killed, more than 600 injured, including children, and missiles destroyed residential buildings, a hospital. The images from these attacks are horrifying, but it also, Alex, beyond, to take a step back from the immediate, it underscores the need of passing the National Security Supplemental. Our support for our Ukrainian partners, we believe, can continue to make a difference in this conflict. It can save lives, but the House of Representatives needs to act now. It certainly would not be hyperbole to say that every day matters, and the House, we believe, needs to act this week to support Ukraine and Israel as they respectively defend against Putin and the Russian Federation and the Iranian regime. And so this is something that we need Congress to provide urgently. There's also, when we're talking about the National Security Supplemental, talking about things like humanitarian assistance and efforts to strengthen security in the Indo-Pacific. These are all things that are of vital importance to our foreign policy and the national security interests of the American people. Specifically, the PRC is providing Russia with significant quantities of machine tools, microelectronics, optics, UAVs, and cruise missile technology, and nitrocellulose, which Russia uses to make propellants for weapons. Together, we think that these materials are filling critical gaps in Russia's defense production cycle, helping revitalize Russia's defense industrial base, which had otherwise suffered significant setbacks due to sanctions and export controls from the United States, from our partners and allies. This kind of support is actively enabling Russia's war in Ukraine, and it poses a significant threat to European security. We've raised these concerns with the PRC through diplomatic channels, including through recent conversations at the leaders level, and we've been briefing our allies and partners on our concerns over the past few weeks. And we issued an executive order targeting third country banks that facilitate support to the Russian defense industrial base. We've sanctioned relevant firms in the PRC and are prepared to take further steps as necessary. We remain deeply concerned that this draft legislation, if enacted, could stigmatize civil society organizations working to improve the lives of Georgian citizens and media organizations operating within Georgia to provide information to Georgian citizens. We think that civil society, journalism, media organizations are cornerstones to any democratic society, and we urge the Georgian government to heed warnings that this bill is not in line with the European Union's norms and values, and it certainly would negatively impact Georgia's progress on its EU path.